My name is Zoe Clark. On my wedding day, my husband Ethan abandoned me to study abroad. I begged him through tears not to leave. He coldly said wait for me before disappearing without a trace. 3 years later, I'd nearly forgotten this man existed. While choosing wedding dresses with my best friend, Ethan suddenly appeared before me. Why are you here? I politely created distance between us. I'm getting married. Ethan raised his hand to strike me. But I dodged. How dare you hide? You shameless woman. Mind your language. Sir, I replied with detached courtesy, watching his face twist with rage. Zoe, you've really outdone yourself. He spat. While I built my career overseas, you've been sleeping around. I stepped back, calmly explaining. Our relationship ended when you left me at the altar. Legally, we're already divorced. The word divorce ignited his fury. When did I agree to that? You didn't. The court did. Your parents did. I shrugged. I can show you the divorce papers if you doubt me. His face darkened. How could they approve this without my consent? My friend interjected. Ethan. It's official. Check at the marriage registry office yourself. This is between husband and wife. Ethan snapped. Stay out of it. Stop acting entitled. My friend flushed red. Do you even know who her fiancé is? I don't care if it's the damn president. Zoe remains my wife. He grabbed my wrist to drag me away. I wrenched free. Touch me again and I'm calling the police. Our confrontation froze when Olivia entered, gliding to Ethan's side. Ethan. Darling? What's happening? He jerked away from her attempted embrace. Olivia's smile faltered as she noticed me. Zoe. How nice to see you. Getting married? At my nod, Olivia clung to Ethan's arm while feigning concern. How could you do this? He waited faithfully for you abroad. My friend exploded. Faithful? 3 years without a single call or text. Don't insult us with that too busy nonsense. Ethan lifted his chin arrogantly. How would someone like you understand how busy I've been? My best friend flushed crimson, scoffing mockingly. Busy? You've been busy for 3 whole years, nearly 1,000 days without a single phone call. Such impressive dedication. Her words stripped away Ethan's facade. His face tightened as he shot her a venomous glare before turning to me. You never reached out either. I stared in disbelief. After he left, I'd exhausted every avenue contacting his friends. Even his parents. None would share his contact information, whether from secrecy or genuine ignorance. Before I could respond, Ethan twisted the knife. You ghosted me the moment I went abroad. Couldn't wait to jump into another guy's bed. Could you? Olivia chimed in with poisonous sweetness. We always knew you were shameless. But this? Freshly married and already chasing other men? Gripping my friend's arm, I turned to leave. At the exit, Olivia shoved me violently. My skull cracked against glass, shards raining down as blood streaked my face. She pushed you. My friend screamed at Olivia, who cowered behind Ethan with theatrical innocence. Prove it. She tripped. Ethan, who'd witnessed everything, coldly backed her lie. Your clumsiness isn't our problem. As my friend helped me toward the hospital, Olivia's eyes glinted at my bleeding cheek. Apologize for false accusations, she demanded, blocking our path. Ethan flanked her like a bodyguard. Enough. My friend snapped. Zoe's boyfriend is. I yanked her sleeve in warning. Are you insane? She hissed. That cut needs stitches now. Ethan shoved me back as I tried to leave. Apology. Now. Tears mixing with blood. I choked out the words they demanded. Their triumphant smirks followed us from the bridal shop. We hadn't even reached the ER when Olivia's shrill voice echoed behind us. They'll fake medical reports. We should monitor them. True to form, Ethan tailed our Uber. In the examination room, he charmed the attending physician. Ethan Woods, I golf with your hospital director. While the doctor hesitated, Olivia purred. Administrative matters first. Her little scratch can wait. My friend's glare could have melted steel. As the resident finally approached me, Olivia produced a camera. For insurance purposes, she simpered. We wouldn't want misunderstandings. The last thing I saw before numbness set in was Olivia's smile, the satisfied curl of a predator watching wounded prey. The doctor hesitated, first calling the hospital director before tending to my injury. Ethan stood nearby, remarking sarcastically, "What's the rush? That tiny scratch might heal itself if we wait long enough." The physician stifled a chuckle before sobering. Even minor wounds require proper care to prevent scarring. Infection risks are serious, let's treat this properly. When the doctor tried leading us to an examination room again, Ethan blocked the way. We'll need to delay that. This injury resulted from her own carelessness. Yet she's attempting false accusations. We require official documentation from your hospital regarding the wound's origin. Was it caused by assault or personal negligence? As the medical staff wavered, the director arrived. He exchanged pleasant handshakes with Ethan, their camaraderie excluding me completely. Ethan pressed his narrative. She's fabricating injuries for compensation. Your professional assessment could clarify matters. The director shifted uncomfortably until Ethan added, "Surely you'll assist with this trivial request?" My friend finally snapped, grabbing the director's arm. "Do you realize who she is? The wife of Liam Harper, the CEO of Lihua Group." The room froze. I winced at her disclosure while she glared triumphantly at Ethan and Olivia. Olivia doubled over with incredulous laughter. Her? The CEO's wife? More like a security guard's spouse, she wheezed, clutching her sides. Ethan's amusement was more restrained as he adjusted his suit. As Lihua's overseas manager transitioning to general manager, I'd certainly know our leadership. Enlighten us, what does the CEO look like? Olivia sneered. The real CEO appears on television constantly. If you're actually his wife. When's the former CEO's birthday? My friend watched expectantly. I calmly replied, August 16th. Fresh laughter erupted as Olivia corrected. It's August 18th. I attended his birthday gala. The public date's the 18th. I countered. But his true birthday, Ethan cut me off. Enough lies. The director here served as the former CEO's personal physician, ask him. Neither of us moved, the weight of their scorn hanging heavy. The director remained silent, his skeptical expression mirroring the other's disbelief. My best friend glared at the hospital director. Regardless of circumstances, shouldn't you prioritize saving lives as a doctor? The director cleared his throat and nodded. Olivia continued objecting nearby, absolutely not. How could we treat someone like her at our hospital? She doesn't deserve it. Let them go elsewhere. My friend lost her temper, pulling out her phone to call my husband. Olivia persisted, demanding the director expel us immediately. With resignation, the director summoned security guards. Before he could speak, Ethan pointed at us. Throw these troublemakers out. The guards looked to the director for confirmation. At his nod, they lunged at us like rabid dogs. Suddenly, new arrivals burst through the entrance. My tension dissolved upon seeing the sharply dressed man at the group's center. The director paled, scrambling to greet him with obsequious smiles. Mr. Harper. What an unexpected honor. Liam halted, icy gaze sweeping the room before lingering on me and then the director. Explain this. Ethan and Olivia rushed to flank him. Ethan bowed slightly. Sir, this is merely a personal matter requiring. I asked what's happening. Liam repeated coldly. Ethan coughed nervously. These two are attempting extortion. He minimized details, clearly avoiding discussion of his private affairs. My friend exploded. Lies. That woman pushed Zoe. She jabbed a finger at Olivia. This man used to date Zoe. He harassed us during wedding dress shopping and verbally abused her. Liam's expression darkened dangerously. Panicking, Ethan blurted. We were briefly involved years ago. She's a gold digger who demanded I study abroad to advance my career, promising to wait. Yet when I returned, he choked up theatrically. She'd moved on with another man. When I confronted her, she started spreading vicious rumors. I finally snapped, abandoning earlier concerns about corporate reputation. You're disgusting. Ethan. You vanished from our wedding, leaving me humiliated before hundreds. How dare you claim I abandoned you? Should I summon every guest to recount how you fled like a coward? Before he could respond, I turned on Olivia. And her? Your faithful waiting included keeping this woman close? Olivia shrilled. I'm his cousin. Our return together means nothing. Liam's derisive snort cut through the tension. Enough. My friend stamped her foot. Zoe's bleeding needs attention now. The director glanced nervously at Liam, who commanded with lethal calm. Treat my wife first. The word wife electrified the room. Ethan collapsed to the floor as Olivia gaped. The director stammered. Wife? Mr. Harper. Surely you don't mean. Liam's smile held Arctic frost. Zoe is Mrs. Harper. Is that sufficiently clear? Olivia also took several steps back. Her face filled with disbelief as she muttered. How could she possibly be your wife? The hospital director reacted fastest. Realizing his mistake, he immediately summoned nurses and doctors, demanding they treat my injury with utmost urgency. If any scarring remains, he warned, you'll be held accountable. I was wheeled into the operating room, an unnecessary precaution for such minor injuries. But the director insisted on using the most luxurious surgical suite. They even convened an emergency meeting, gathering all top specialists. The director slammed the table during the briefing. No scar shall remain on Mrs. Harper's face, he commanded. As I entered surgery, Ethan and Olivia exchanged glances, clearly scheming to slander me in front of Liam. Ethan approached Liam first, sweat beading on his forehead. CEO. I didn't know she was your wife. My deepest apologies for the inconvenience. Liam brushed past him without acknowledgement, striding into the operating room and leaving Ethan and Olivia stranded. Inside, Liam gently held my hand. This'll be over soon, he soothed. I nodded silently, tears streaming down my face as he wiped them away. They've wronged you, he murmured. I'll make them pay. Don't bother. I sniffled. They're not worth it. The moment we exited, Ethan and Olivia blocked Liam's path. This wasn't my fault. Ethan protested. Your wife, she promised to wait for me. Had I known she married you, I'd never have pursued her. Even now. He shifted blame onto me. Liam's expression remained unreadable. I've known Zoe for years. Ethan pressed, studying his reaction. She's manipulative and ruthless, the type who'll do anything to get her way. She tricked me into leaving the country. Otherwise we'd be married. Truthfully, I still have feelings, he backtracked at Liam's darkening glare. But she's yours now. I know my place. Olivia chimed in, batting her lashes. A man like you could have any woman. CEO Harper. Why settle for some gold digger? She accentuated her words with a hip sway. Spare me your baseless slander. Liam cut them off, walking away. Olivia nudged Ethan, urging escalation. After momentary hesitation, Ethan caught up to Liam and whispered, she aborted my child. Liam froze. Is this true? Ethan nodded emphatically. Only after Liam left did he wipe his clammy brow, the lie already crumbling. Was that real? Olivia hissed, instantly recognizing the fabrication. Are you insane? If Harper finds out, you're finished. Ethan's eyes darted shrewdly before he rushed toward the director's office. When he arrived at the dean's office, the dean was conversing with Liam Harper. Minutes later, Ethan Woods barged into the office, whispering privately with the dean about unknown matters. After Ethan left, the dean lit a cigarette, puffing away with visible indecision. The next day at corporate headquarters, Liam was working when a knock interrupted him. Peering through the window, he spotted the unwelcome figures of Ethan and Olivia. Though his brow furrowed with distaste, he permitted their entry. Ethan immediately clasped Olivia's wrist, performatively showcasing their relationship. What brings you here now? Liam asked with detached politeness. Sir, Ethan began with practiced ease, I wanted to clarify that I cut ties with Zoe years ago. Olivia is my girlfriend. He hoped this charade would prevent Liam from suspecting infidelity. After their rehearsed speech, Liam leaned back with an amused smile. Noted. No disciplinary actions will be taken. Resume your duties. Relief flooded Ethan. Though another concern lingered, his pending promotion. He'd returned from overseas specifically for this career advancement. Yet Liam showed no urgency. As they turned to leave, Ethan blurted, "What about my promotion? Discussions with the board will proceed this week." Liam answered without looking up from his documents. Standard protocol applies. The dismissal chilled Ethan. Standard protocol after supposedly wronging the CEO's partner? This bureaucratic calm felt more ominous than outright anger. Outside, the conspirators debated their next move. Olivia's impatience surfaced. "We returned for your promotion. Fail this, and our entire relocation becomes pointless. Would you leave me over career setbacks?" Ethan snapped. "Obviously," Olivia retorted. Chin lifted. "Did you expect loyalty like that fool, Zoe?" The barb struck home. Ethan suddenly saw their relationship for what it was, a transaction contingent on his status. Memories of Zoe's unconditional support during his leaner years resurfaced, sharpening his regret. She'd married him without dowry demands or property requirements during his financial struggles, only to be discarded for Olivia and overseas ambitions. In following days, the pair intensified their smear campaign against Zoe. Sometimes subtle, sometimes blatant. Their accusations followed Liam through corporate corridors. His tolerance evaporated after verifying with the hospital dean that Zoe had never undergone any pregnancy termination procedures. The CEO's civility now carried an edge, his smiles never reaching his eyes during their increasingly tense encounters. Seeing those two people irritated me. Just the sight of them made me want to throw punches. If not for worrying about appearances, I would have done it already. Today they came looking for me again. Liam had gotten smarter this time. He had his secretary block them at the door while he slipped out through a back exit. At the hospital, I noticed him panting heavily. "What's wrong? Is someone chasing you?" I asked with concern. He placed flowers by the bedside and gripped my hand with a bitter smile. "Those two pests again. They buzz around me like flies every day, spewing their toxic nonsense." His jaw tightened before continuing. "I came to ask you something important today. How do you want to handle them?" I shrugged. "Just get them out of the company. Out of sight. Out of mind." Liam frowned, stroking his chin. "That's too lenient. They've spread enough vicious rumors about you." I smiled calmly, more curious than angry. "Did their words ever sway you?" He scratched his head and raised a solemn hand. "I never believed a single syllable." I chose to trust him. His gaze dropped as he mumbled about investigating my supposed abortion. I smacked him with a pillow. "You really doubted me?" "It's not about doubting you," he blurted, cheeks flushing. "Those snakes. I'll fire them tomorrow." His hands clenched into fists before breaking into a goofy grin. "Maybe arrange some persuasion afterward." I grabbed his arm. "Don't be reckless. They're not worth jeopardizing the corporation. Clowns can't touch us," Liam declared with finality. The next afternoon during an executive meeting, his voice cut through the boardroom. "Ethan demonstrates appalling character, exploitative relationships, slander campaigns, outright harassment. Yet somehow he's considered promotion material?" The recommending manager shot up, palms sweating. "My grave error. Mr. Harper. I'll terminate him immediately." Liam leaned forward. "You think firing a viper won't make him strike? Clean up every contractual loose end first. When everything's airtight," his pen tapped the mahogany table. "Send him to me." 2 days later, Ethan trudged into the silent office where even a falling pin would echo. Liam reviewed documents without glancing up, letting the tension thicken. After an eternity, he finally met Ethan's wilted posture. "You know why you're here?" Ethan's cracked lips parted. "Termination. The reasons should be abundantly clear." Liam's stare burned. For a heartbeat, Ethan's mask slipped into a sneer. That used-up slut's got you whipped. He turned at the door, spitting over his shoulder, just my leftovers. The slam reverberated through Liam's frozen rage. His trembling hand dialed security, knuckles whitening around the phone. Find an excuse to beat Ethan up. Beat him to a pulp. He growled through clenched teeth. The security guard across cautiously asked, "What kind of excuse?" "Anything. Or no excuse at all." Downstairs, Ethan's agonized screams soon echoed through the building. Stripped naked, he was thrown out of the corporation headquarters, fleeing in disgrace. Ethan thought of Olivia, who'd always been loyal to him. But when he showed up at Olivia's doorstep disheveled, she slammed the door in his face. Despite Ethan's furious kicking and shouting her name until exhaustion, Olivia remained barricaded inside, slumping against the doorframe. He panted, "Open up. You bitch. Don't think I'm down for good. I still have ways to destroy them and make a fortune. You love money, don't you? Open this damn door." The door creaked open to reveal Olivia's wary expression. Ethan shoved past her, grabbed a soda from the fridge, gulped it down, and tossed the empty can on the floor. "You're trash too. At least Zoe had some use." He sneered. "They want me dead? I'll drag them down with me. We're going live right now, expose all their dirty secrets. When the stock plummets, they'll come crawling back to negotiate. Then we name our price." After a day of scheming, their explosive live stream launched at 1:30 p.m. the next day. Ethan tearfully addressed viewers, "I'm Ethan, Zoe's husband. While I was overseas, she slept with the CEO of Liwa Group. They divorced me behind my back using shady legal tricks. Now my child grows up motherless." Olivia then emerged holding a toddler. "Who's your mommy?" Ethan asked. The wide-eyed child whimpered, "Zoe." Their fabricated photos went viral, sparking vicious online attacks against me and Liam. As corporate stocks tanked, board members pressured Liam to resolve the scandal. At his press conference, Liam presented evidence disproving the allegations. But conspiracy theorists accused him of buying silence. Returning home seething, Liam forced a smile to avoid upsetting me. I handed him tea, breaking the silence. "Tough day?" He massaged his temples. "They're weaponizing class resentment. No one listens to facts." "Stop explaining," I suggested. "Turn Ethan and Olivia against each other. Greedy traitors like them always stab their partners in the back. Offer one a payout, they'll sell the other out instantly." Liam's eyes lit up with uncertainty. "Can we really bribe them?" "Let's try," I replied with a sly grin. The next day, during Olivia and Ethan's live stream, Olivia reappeared holding a child. Ethan secretly pinched the child's thigh, making it wail, "I want mommy. I want mommy." Ethan shot the child an irritated look. "Mommy left with the CEO. You don't have a mother now." As the child kept crying, "I want my real mommy," the door burst open. The biological parents stormed in with relatives, snatching the child while berating Ethan on camera. "Ethan, you monster. You promised medical treatment, is this your idea of healthcare? Don't believe this con artist." "Viewers, that's my child," they shouted before leaving in chaos. Olivia's eyes darted nervously. "We're exposed. End the stream," she urged the stunned Ethan. Ethan's face twisted with rage. "You bitch. Did you betray me?" He lunged at her, choking her neck with bloodshot eyes. Gasping for air, Olivia screamed for help until police rushed in to restrain Ethan. "Filthy whore. Their money bought you, didn't it?" Ethan spat as officers dragged him away, rubbing her bruised neck. Olivia countered, "I took nothing. But after your murder attempt," she then exposed their entire baby trafficking scheme live. The internet watched, jaw dropped as the duo viciously turned on each other. Ethan was arrested while Olivia accepted hush money to flee the country. She never reached the airport, her car accidentally veered off the road. Watching the news, I smiled faintly, leaning against Liam's shoulder. Poetic justice.